Okay, we're continuing with some more examples from 3.5 on graphing functions using transformations. In example 3, we have the square function as the parent function. You see that here, it's already graphed, and we are to use transformations to obtain the graph of this g of x. So first we'll describe the transformations indicated. First, we see that 3 on the outside, it's outside the function, so it's vertical. It's greater than 1, so it's a stretch. And what that means is we will multiply y by 3. The second one we see is inside the function. That's a horizontal shift. Which direction? Right 2. So that means you'll add 2 to x. And then finally, we see a vertical outside the function, so it's vertical shift up 1, so we'll add 1 to our y coordinates. Okay, so let's get our table just to have those coordinates ready. For the parent function, for the square function, I've been using -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, squaring those to get 4, 1, 0, 1, 4. Of course, those points are on here. Here's the 0, 0, here's -1, 1, here's +1, 1, here's 2, 4, here's -2, 4. They're on the graph. All right, so to get to our g of x, what are we going to do? For x, I'm just going to write this more simply. What did we say we had to do to x? We're just going to add 2. And for y, multiply by 3 and add 1. Multiply by 3 and add 1. So, which do you do first, order of operations, multiplication or addition? We multiply, right? So this means 3y plus 1, right? That's what we have to do. And this, of course, is x plus 2. Just to get that straight before we go here. Then it's so much easier if you've kind of got an expression and you know what you're doing. All right, so for the x's, add 2. -2 plus 2 is 0. -1 plus 2 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 2 plus 2 is 4. All right, for the y coordinates, we're going to multiply by 3 and add 1. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. If we graph these ordered pairs, we have taken these 5 points that were on the original, and with these directions that we got by understanding this format and what those transformations mean, we know where these points go. We know that this point -2, 4 is now the point 0, 13. That point moves there. The point -1, 1 moves to 1, 4. This point 0, 0 is now the point 2, 1. The point 1, 1 that was right here is now the point 3, 4. And the point 2, 4, this one, moves to 4, 13. So our new parabola, oops, not very neatly drawn. The skinny ones are kind of harder to draw, really. Okay, so here's our new g of x. We said we had a vertical stretch, so it does look like you've pulled on those branches and stretched those arms closer together, right? Pull them and stretch them. We see the vertical stretch, we see the horizontal shift to the right, we've moved to the right, and we've moved up. Okay, let's do this example here with the cube function and these transformations. Let's describe what we see. Inside the function, we see a negation. So that is which type of a reflection? It's horizontal, which means it goes over which axis? Over the y-axis, right? So horizontal reflection, I'm going to put over y-axis as a little reminder. And what does that mean? We're going to multiply x by -1. If you want to move a point from here to here, your y value is not changing. I'm still on that horizontal line 4, but my x is changing. It's changing. If I reflect it right across, it's changing by a negative sign, right? The sign is changing. The only other thing is a vertical shift up too, right? Which means add 2 to y. All right, so for our cube function, our typical points, let's see, we would have -2, 8, -2, -8, -1, -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, +8. So to get our g of x, all the x's, what happens? We're just multiplying them by -1. So that makes that 2, 1, 0, -1, -2. All the y's, we're going to add 2. -8 plus 2 is -6. -1 plus 2 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 8 plus 2 is 10. And these are our new points. So the point -2, -8, this point right here, is now the point 2, -6. And the point -1, -1 is now the point +1, +1. And 0, 0 is now 0, +2. And 1, 1 is -1, +3. And 2, 8 is now -2 and +10. Okay, so what we see here, I think I've got an error on this one. Let's see. We come through 1, 1, and then we've got 0, 2. Yeah, that one. I think I put this one in the wrong place. Okay, mistakes are made, no problem. Okay, so it was 0, 2. I missed that one right there, not 2, 0. And then we come and curve through here. Here's our g of x. All right, so what has happened? We said we're going to reflect over the y-axis. So imagine this thing spinning over the y-axis. So this branch ends up over here, this branch ends up over here, and we shifted up 2.